So Meta has quietly rolled out one of the biggest updates to its ad platform in years. And look, this isn't just some minor tweak to the Ads Manager interface. We're talking about a fundamental rewiring of the AI that delivers your ads. And if you're an advertiser, well, it changes pretty much everything about where you should be focusing your energy. So that brings up the big question for all of us who are in the weeds with this stuff every day. With this massive upgrade to the system, are the skills that made you successful yesterday even relevant today? Let's dive in and find out. All right, so the update is officially called the Adaptive Ranking Model. I know, it sounds a little technical, but the idea behind it is actually pretty simple. Meta has basically swapped out its old, rigid, one-size-fits-all ad engine for a much smarter, more flexible one. And this isn't a small thing, it's a foundational shift. And this slide breaks it down perfectly. The old system, it was kind of like a librarian who just gives everyone the same list of popular books. It treated every single ad opportunity the exact same way. But the new system, it's like having a personal shopper. It knows your taste, it intelligently routes every ad request, and dynamically matches the right AI model to that user in that specific context. It's just so much smarter and way more efficient. So here's the bottom line. In plain English, Meta's engineers figured out how to use these massive, super powerful AI models. We're talking the kind of models that power things like ChatGPT to deliver your ads. And they've done it without slowing the app down to a crawl, which is a huge engineering achievement. For us, it means the machine just got a serious upgrade. Okay, so that's the tech, but why does this actually matter for your campaigns? What's the so what? Well, let's just look at the results, because the data here tells a really, really clear story. Since this new model went live on Instagram, advertisers have seen an average of a 3% lift in conversions. Now, that might not sound like a huge number, but a 3% increase across the entire system, that's a massive impact on the bottom line. And it doesn't stop there. For those same campaigns, there was also a 5% lift in click-through rates. So this tells you the system isn't just finding more buyers, it's actually getting way better at predicting what's relevant and grabbing people's attention in the first place. And look, this isn't just me saying this. This isn't some marketing spin. This quote comes directly from Meta's own engineering team. It really nails the change. They're moving away from that old brute force method to a truly intelligent system, where every single ad request gets served by the best possible AI model for that exact moment. Now, this new reality, it completely shatters an old myth that, let's be honest, a lot of us have lived by for years. It's the idea that our main job is to be a master puppeteer, trying to outsmart the algorithm by pulling all these strings with hyper-specific targeting and endless audience segments. But here's the truth now. The new reality is that with this adaptive ranking model, the machine is just flat out better and faster at finding high-intent users than most of our manual efforts could ever be. Its ability to process trillions of data points in real time, well, it's just surpassed what we can do by clicking around an ads manager. So, what does this actually mean for our day-to-day work? It means our job is changing. It's not about endlessly tweaking audiences anymore. It's about teaching the AI how to win. To put it simply, your role has to evolve. You're no longer the micromanager of audiences. You are now the strategic director of an incredibly powerful AI. Your goal is to give it the best possible inputs so it can go do its job. Which, of course, brings us to the most important question of all. If the machine is going to handle all the heavy lifting on targeting, what does it need from you to actually succeed? What are the inputs that you control? This brings us to the most actionable part of this whole breakdown. It all comes down to focusing on the right work. And that right work can be broken down into 3 critical inputs. These 3 inputs are creative quality, offer quality, and signal quality. Honestly, getting these 3 things right is the new core job of a top-tier Meta advertiser. So let's quickly break each one down. First up, creative quality. The AI absolutely thrives on variety. You need to feed it different hooks, different formats, different angles. Give it a ton of assets so it can test and learn. Video is just non-negotiable at this point. And Meta knows this. They're even rolling out AI tools that can automatically turn your static images into video ads, so there's really no excuse. Next, we have offer and signal quality. Offer quality is brutally simple. Is what you're selling actually good? Is the price right? Does your landing page work? Because let me tell you, the best AI on the planet can't fix a bad offer. And finally, signal quality. This is all about the data you feed the machine. Clean, high-quality data from your pixel and your conversions API, that is the fuel for this entire AI engine. garbage in, garbage out. It's as simple as that. So the single most important thing to walk away with is this. The takeaway is not to do less work. Not at all. It is to focus on the right work. It's about shifting your energy away from low-leverage manual targeting and onto the high-leverage inputs of creative, offer, and data. If this kind of meta/ad platform breakdown is useful, that's exactly the kind of thing I'm building inside MCR. Comment MCR and I'll send you the link.